For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Come on! Wait up!
Is everyone ready to play?
I think the people involved, you get to meet a lot of people in football, and that's just one of the great things. Not only is the sport great, but the people involved. So fellow referees, players, coaches, even fans. I love officiating because it keeps me involved in football. I was a player, but I don't reckon I could cut it out there anymore, at least at any decent level. But as a referee, I get to be involved in higher levels of football. Keeps me involved, keeps me fit, and is great fun. I think I have a moment of this is why I do this every week. It's always good fun to get out there, and there are tough moments, but being resilient and succeeding, even just in the little things throughout a match. I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn, and as a referee you surely come across a lot of them, and I certainly have. I reckon give it a go. You will face challenges, but that's a part of it, and I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings, Tom Wren for sport, Jade Robran on the scene as it happens, Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide, Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Good evening and welcome to round 21 action here in the RAA NPL South Australia for this matchup between Campbelltown City and FK Beograd. I'm your commentator for this one, Con Kamitsis, in a match which is one of 4 being played tonight here in South Australia to start off round 21. And every single one of those games has a fair bit of meaning, and the ladder positions could chop and change throughout the night as these games go on. So plenty of scenarios which I'm sure every commentator will touch on tonight. We'll have a look at them. But first of all, before we get to anything else, let's have a look at how these two teams will line up here tonight. And we will start with the home team, which is Campbelltown City, as both teams now make their way out onto the park.
Going through the lineups, starting with FK Beograd.
Number 2, Kenya Fujinami. Number 4, Jordan Elsie. Number 5, Vinny Milanese. Number 7, Jordan O'Doherty. Number 8, Alex Mullen. Number 9, Mark Marino. Number 11, Josh Murray. Number 14, Adam Pishkaneri. Number 16, Adam Liambruno. Number 19, Inaki Rodriguez. And number 20, Matthew Santafanti. Head coach for Campbelltown City, Daniel Mullen.
24, Peter Palacios.
Let's take a look at the visiting FK Beograd.
14, Daniel Atkinson.
Number 2, Massimo Falco. Number 3, Marco Toriani. Number 5, Cooper Nunn. Number 7, Lorenzo Pacelli. Number 8, Jason Konstantopoulos. Number 10, Anthony Trimboli. Number 12, Andoni Natsiopoulos. Number 13, Alex Ruzmia. Number 15, Ethan Harrington. Number 22, Fro Neonkiru. Number 24, Peter Palacios. Head coach for FK Beograd, Adrian Deloya.
Number 8, Alexander Mullen. Number 9, Mark Marino. 11, Joshua Murray. 14, Adam Missionary. 16, Adam
Both teams just going through pre-game formalities
and in goals, number 20,
before this one gets underway.
Substitutes for Campbelltown, number 12, Liam De Borso. 17, Julian Leggio. 21, Jordan Maricic. 22, Alessio Velizzi.
Well, last Friday night, Campbelltown City suffered a rare 4-0 defeat here at Steve Woodcock, and it was a first half demolition by Adelaide City. 4-0 up at the break, 4-0 winners eventually, so no score in the second half, which was probably due to the changes Campbelltown made at half-time, and the changes that they make tonight are the same 3. So Alex Mullen, Mark Marino and Adam Liambruno are the ones starting tonight. They were the 3 that came on at half-time last week. And 3 players making way are Harrison Conant, Brendan Santafanti and Melissi. So those changes seem to do them a world of good in the second half next week, so they'll be hoping that they can sign off their last home game tonight with a win here in front of their home fans. Still missing a couple of players, of course. Vaughan, long-term injury he suffered a few weeks ago, and Labasso also injured and not playing again tonight, and may not play for the last game either. So a couple of big outs, but they do get those big ins tonight. Whilst for Beograd, they've had a pretty mixed results over the last 4 weeks. Of course, 4 weeks ago they won the cup final against Cumberland 5-2, and then were eliminated from the Australia Cup in their opening game where they lost 3-2 at home. And then a few mixed results with the league as well. They lost 2. Probably the surprising one was when they lost at home to Adelaide United a few weeks ago. They lost 2-0 there. But last week coming back with a dramatic 90th minute winner through former Campbelltown City player Anthony Trimboli, winning it at the depth last week against Croydon 4-3. So this game here about to kick off, and we'll get to those scenarios throughout the night. Before this one does go off, Metro Stars have just taken a 1-0 lead over Adelaide Comets, so one of the spanners in the works is that game there, and we'll get to that soon. But this one's kicked off here. Campbelltown put the ball out through Jordan Elsie. Beograd with possession of the ball. Marco to take Nyamkuru, look to have used the hand. Referee says play on. Natsiopoulos goes all the way back to Nunn, who in turn goes all the way back to his goalkeeper. Here's Marco Toriani. Looks and finds Trimboli. Trimboli's pass only as far as Piscaneri. Konstantopoulos wins the ball back, but fouls Liam Bruno in the process. Chelsea plays across to Alex Mullen. One of those big inclusions from the start tonight. Piscaneri looks for Liam Bruno on the left, finds him. The flag goes up on the far side. Liam Bruno deemed to be offside. So the officials tonight, Dion Turner in the centre, Ben Rogers assistant, and Dan Sertoy the other assistant. So this one gets back underway again. And of course, did forget to mention, James Boffa also out with a suspension. A little bit of a slip on the far side by Baselli. Rusmir takes the goal kick. Benan looks for a diagonal into the middle of the park. Konstantopoulos picks up the scraps there. Baselli brings it under control. Natsiopoulos can't find a teammate though. Now here's Campbelltown on the attack. Marino. Natsiopoulos does well to clean that one up. In the end, Nunn just goes long. Trimboli wins the header. Elsie's there though, sweeping behind Alex Mullen. Solid challenge by Massimo Falco there on Liam Bruno. Ball goes out for a throw. Elsie takes the free kick quickly. Liam Bruno might be in here. Gets there at the same time as Nunn. Deflects in the middle of the park. Here's O'Doherty. Challenge from behind. Still O'Doherty with the ball. Konstantopoulos comes in. Referee says Beograd ball. O'Doherty a little bit in a little bit of disbelief there. Cooper Nunn wants to play the ball inside, but Campbelltown City do well to deter that and send him out wide instead. Now Toriani picks the ball up. He'll look to play it inside. Again, they play it to that, try to play to the feet of Trimboli, but it's picked up in the middle by Piscaneri, who still has possession of the ball now. Konstantopoulos under some pressure from Milanese. Just a little bit of scrappy football here. Neither team really able to get a foothold on it in the early stages. 5 minutes played now on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. Neither team really able to make any real headway inside their opposition box in the starting moments of this one. Just both teams sort of feeling each other out. Probably understandable from Campbelltown. They're a lot more compact than they were last week. But here's a chance for Beograd to break through. Elsie makes a solid challenge. Last week he did that and picked up a yellow card. This week wins all the ball. Goes out for a throw. Cooper Nunn got a little bit of space now to drive forward. Finds Harrington on the far side. Harrington goes back to Nunn. Now Toriani. Falco, the ball just bobbling a little bit. Falco goes long, finds Nyonkuru making a forward run. Nyonkuru gets the ball in. Can't beat the first defender. It deflects off of him and Elsie picks it up. And Nyonkuru does quite well to put pressure on Jordan Elsie there and force the mistake. Beograd win the ball back. Milanese wins the header. Long throw. Trimboli's shirt was being held. No free kick though. The ball goes out for a throw in. Adrian Delaware just saying that exact thing to the official on the near side. Falco goes long. This time Trimboli does get the free kick. Elsie sort of just knew the ball was going over his head and kind of just stood his ground really. I don't think it was really a free kick. It was a bit of both ways. Trimboli looked to even have his arms wrapped around Elsie, and Elsie had his wrapped around him, so maybe play on was probably the better call, but nevertheless, Beograd win the free kick. Just inside their half. Attacking half, that is. Toriani to Nunn, his centre-back partner. And then back the other way they go again. Now Toriani looks for the run for his countryman Baselli. Baselli just nudged Mullen under the ball. That was quite smart by Mullen there. Nunn wins the header. Nyonkuru can't control it. It falls now for Trimboli. Back to Nyonkuru. Nyonkuru, solid challenge by Milanese, wins the ball. Now Konstantopoulos is in behind. Can he get the ball in the box? He's got Atkinson in there. He's also got Baselli. It falls to Baselli. Baselli scuffs his shot. And the first real attack on goal falls for Lorenzo Baselli. He's got the 10 goals this season, Baselli. Couldn't capitalise and add to his tally there. But again, the class he has, you wouldn't want to give him too many of those opportunities. Goal kick goes long. Nunn just flips it back into his attacking half. Milanese can't clear. Look to have fouled Konstantopoulos again there, but play on. Here's Nyonkuru, still Nyonkuru. Palacios can't get it under control. Here's Mullen. Now Campbelltown with a chance to keep possession. Centrafati's pass to Mullen was a little bit hot. Mullen's fouled by Atkinson, wins the free kick. Plays early. Elsie drives into the space. Plays it to his left full-back in Milanese. Milanese's ball over the top's a good one. Finds Liam Bruno. Liam Bruno gets to the byline. Liam Bruno can't keep his run on side again. That's twice now in the opening 10 minutes that Liam Bruno's been called in an offside position, making that run. That was a great little ball. They're the kind of balls you want over the top. And you catch the opposition defence sort of a little bit higher than usual. Mark Marino waiting to pounce inside that box. Hasn't scored a goal yet in the league this season, Mark Marino. Had a real up and down season. Injuries plagued him a little bit. So went away for a couple of weeks. So just unable to find that consistency like he has in the past. Here's Baselli on the far side. FK Beograd go forward. Baselli looks to the far post. Konstantopoulos is there. Milanese's clearance. The first time round couldn't clear it. The second time only goes as far as Falco. Still Falco. Konstantopoulos. Jason Konstantopoulos, that is. Nyonkuru makes the run. Nyonkuru's in offside position, though. Sandafani does his confidence a world of good coming out to punch that one away anyways. Campbelltown City with the free kick to restart play for that offside. Just on the edge of the defensive 18 for them. Again, it goes long. Toriani just nudges Marino under the ball. Rusmir came and claimed it. Didn't pick it up though. Played it with his feet. Smart goalkeeping. Palacios finds himself in a little bit of a pocket of a space. He's got Pacelli to his left. He's got a bit of space to run as well. Finds Pacelli now. Flag stays down. Lorenzo Pacelli wins a corner for FK Beograd. While we're just waiting for this corner, plenty of scenarios I mentioned at the start of the call. This one here, Campbelltown, pretty simple for them. If they win tonight, they will be safe. I don't think we've ever had to say that over the last 5 years of NPL, that they would be in this position, but they would be safe with a win tonight. Get to the rest of that after this corner. Konstantopoulos is taking it, swings it in, on top of the goalkeeper. Mullen heads away. Murray then heads a little bit further away from danger. Natsiopoulos shields it out. Beograd with the throw. Natsiopoulos takes it quick. Finds Nyonkuru. Nyonkuru has Harrington for support behind him whilst Toriani and Nunn were up for the corner. Here's Falco. Can't find Konstantopoulos. Well defended by Milanese. And as I mentioned, Campbelltown with a win would be safe. If they did happen to lose, they are being done a favour by Metro Stars, currently 1-0 up against Comets. If Comets were to get something out of that game, it would make this one a little bit more interesting for Campbelltown. They would have to probably try and win it or pick up a point. Pacelli's little back heel finds Harrington. Palacios. Trimboli makes the run. Palacios might have a go himself. He does. Deflection out for a corner. So the reason that the relegation battle is still a little bit shaky is because Comets do have that extra game in hand. So if they were to get something out of tonight's game, they would still have an extra game to try and claim safety over Campbelltown, who is the nearest team. So this game is huge for Campbelltown tonight. A win and they're safe. Konstantopoulos swings it in again. Santafani can't claim. Harrington first time on the volley. Let it come down and hit it on the half volley in the end. Got good connection. Just kept rising a little bit too much to trouble the goalkeeper. Whilst for the visiting Beograd, their scenarios for tonight would mean that a win would guarantee them a top 4 finish if Playford were to lose to LA City, which is the other game that kicked off at the same time this one did. Beograd were unable to claim points this week and next week. They would still finish inside the top 6. They can't finish outside of the top 6, but it just depends on where. So they can finish as high as probably 4th and as low as 6th. Adelaide City versus Playford currently 0-0. So this one 0-0, Adelaide City 0-0, Metro 1-0 up over Comets. Here's Campbelltown, Marino. Got Maury, tries to split the defenders with the pass, but Rusmir, playing off his line, does very well. Here's Marco Toriani. Natsiopoulos drops in between the two centre-backs. Now he's got Falco making the run, clips it over the top. Here's Massimo Falco in behind. Ball into the box. Goes past everyone. Baselli's there, picks it up, clips it back in. And then Bruno headers away. Nyonkuru picks it up. Nyonkuru has a go on goal. It's blocked by O'Doherty. So again, FK Beograd just showing they have the capability to get in behind, not only from their wingers but from their fullbacks as well. Toriani again, pressured by Marino, plays it back to Nunn. Nunn's got a couple of options, chooses to go for the longest and hardest of them all. Can't find Constantopoulos. Menezes does well. Marino finds Piscineri. Piscineri's little ball over the top. Rusmi has to come. Rusmi, a little bit of a slash clearance in the end. He come and then took a back step. Oh, that's close to a foul throw from Fujinami over the far side. Here's Mori. Mori wanted to play feet. Fujinami wanted to overlap. In the end, the ball goes out for a throw. Natsiopoulos wins the header. Flicked on by Baselli. Elsie chooses not to header it back. Instead, he plays it back to his goalkeeper by foot, who has to quickly deal with it because Trimboli was there waiting to pounce. Throw in for Beograd now on the far side again. Harrington taking a long time to take the throw. Referee lets him go. Rodriguez putting the pressure on. Campbelltown's urgency is a lot more significant than last week, that is for sure. Still getting the opportunities though, Beograd. That one's halted though, it's going to be a free kick. Play's going to come back. Stoppage here. Ball has come onto the pitch from the grandstand, from the kids up there. Up in the Joe Natali balcony. Here's Rodriguez. Marino flicks it over the top. Rodriguez with the spectacular bicycle effort. A little bit of clever play from both players there. But it falls for Nyonkuru with some space. He's got Constantopoulos. Constantopoulos picks the ball up now. Runs at Milanese. Jason Constantopoulos gets to the right. Still Constantopoulos. Has the shot. Deflection. Constantopoulos still. Centofanti took a little bit of a risk there. Got away with it. Marino. Toriani had a little slip there. Still Marino. Campbelltown come away with the ball now through Mullen. Mullen's pass missed Piscineri. Nyonkuru picks it up. Might have been fouled, he is. So a little bit of a wayward pass there by Alex Mullen. Sort of let Beograd in with a little cheap one, and then O'Doherty had to pretty much try to win the ball back, but couldn't, and fouled Nyonkuru. Nyankuru's had a really good start to this one. Doherty was really good last week in that defeat to Adelaide City. Probably one of the only Campbelltown players that could hold his head up after the 90 minutes. Here's Natsiopoulos. Chooses to play Toriani. Toriani has Falco. Falco plays it down the line. Palastis was there, but so was Liam Bruno. Palastis has got to win it here. Palastis might have been fouled. Looked like a foul. Play on. Natsiopoulos has got Rodriguez for company. Now he goes all the way back to Rusmir, the goalkeeper. Beograd just happy to step on it. Maybe invite Campbelltown to come and put some pressure on to open up some spaces in the middle of the park. Areas like Baselli's accompanying now. Makes him so difficult to mark. Drops into those pockets and then makes the forward runs. That's where he hurts you. Toriani sends Marino for a little slip and slide there. Natsiopoulos with the switch now. Too much on it, goes out for a throw on the far side. And that is where FK Beograd can hurt teams when they are up and about and flying. Baselli and Niamkuru sort of, as you've seen there, just switch it up. And then players like Natsiopoulos and Toriani have the ability to hit those switches and find their teammates in the space, making the runs forward. Marino's ball forward's a clever one. Falco does well. Rusmir's touch is decent. The pressure came from Rodriguez. Not a bad result in the end for Beograd. That looked like a foul throw as well. Pretty certain that his foot came off the ground there. If it wasn't the foot, it was the torso twisting. Stoppage in play now for the assistant just to do up his shoelace. Here's Rodriguez. Looks for Murray, finds Murray. Josh Murray. Overlap for Fujinami. Ends up with Murray again. Baselli does well. Baselli just shields that one out. So Josh Murray, another one of those up and near the top of the goal scoring. He has 11 goals this season. He'd love to score one more at least tonight in front of the home Campbelltown fans. Natsiopoulos picks this one up. The advantage for FK Beograd. Here's Konstantopoulos, gets past Milanese. Jason Konstantopoulos goes low. That's a great save. That is a fantastic save down low by Santafanti. Keeps the scores at 0-0. And a great advantage by the referee as well. Probably twice, I think he let play go there. The first one was when Natsiopoulos picked the ball up in the middle, drove forward into the space, then he may have been fouled himself, but a little slip from Milanese allowed Konstantopoulos in to have that shot. Another one who knows how to find the back of the net, Jason Konstantopoulos. He has 9. That would have been his 10th for the season. Not to be, though. Have to settle for the corner, which he's going to take. His first 2 corners have been right on the spot. That one's a little bit deeper. Mullen clears. Harrington. First time back over the top. Baselli gives chase. Baselli official on the near side has put his flag up for offside. I'm unsure how. Unless it's out of play. No, definitely an offside flag. Campbelltown will have the free kick. Falco wins the header. Looks like it came off of the back of Liam Bruno. Great decision by the referee, overruling his assistant, who probably didn't have the better view. Liam Bruno wins the header. Matsiopoulos for Beograd wins it back. Falco recycles that one to Toriani again, and again you see Natsiopoulos dropping in, and that's where the fullbacks can bomb on forward. Still in that rotation, Beograd. Toriani back to Natsiopoulos again. Just happy to be patient, pretty much, Beograd. Looking for that right pass. A lot of movement off the ball, giving them the options. Now Jason Constantopoulos drops into that little hole. Falco gets forward. Nyonkuru is forward in some space, doesn't use him. Falco goes into the box. Condroli. Boselli leaves it for Palacios. O'Doherty can play it forward for Marino, who's in some space. Campbelltown with a chance to counter. Mark Marino. Maury's getting forward. Can't beat Cooper Nunn, though. Maury's run into the box couldn't be found. Milanese does well. Trimboli picks this one up. Comes off of his chest. Goes to ground. Wins the free kick from one of his mates there. Piscinari. I'm sure they'll have a little laugh and get over that one. Beograd restart play short with that free kick. Massimo Falco. Elsie clears that one. Campbelltown with a chance to get higher up the park here. Into the 29th minute on the One World LED Sportal score, but that's a little bit of a dicey pass there by Toriani. Rusmir goes long. Milanese picks this one up. He's got a couple of options. Uses Maury. Maury under the pump from Harrington. Harrington wins it now. Here's Boselli running into some space. Fujinami has to track back. Boselli finds Trimboli. Trimboli blocked by Elsie. Nyonkuru. Milanese has to put that one out. I think it may have come off of Milanese's chest. That's why he had to play at the ball. But again, just so quickly, FK Beograd get up the other end and create a half chance. Constantopoulos puts that one into the box. Here's Boselli. Boselli clips it over the top. Elsie chests it down. Centofanti claims and plays early to Milanese. O'Doherty plays it inside. Milanese can't find O'Doherty. That was Liam Bruno. Couldn't find the pass. Natsiopoulos, Boselli, referee in the middle of that one, quite literally. Play will restart with a drop ball. Natsiopoulos will regain possession for FK Beograd. Constantopoulos hugs this touchline on the near side. The sidelines, I should say. Gets past by default. Nyonkuru couldn't find the return pass for Jason Constantopoulos. Now a slip. Palacios. Constantopoulos. Is he onside? Yes, he is. Clips it. No, he doesn't clip it. Goes to cut it, looking for Trimboli. Again, it's cleared by Campbelltown. Another throw in for FK Beograd. So just a little update. Adelaide City 0, Playford 0. That game in the 30th minute along with this one. And at Ellis Park, Adelaide Comets 0, Metro Stars 1 with 3 minutes of normal time remaining of the 90. Falco, that's a great ball into the box. Shamboli got a header to it, but no connection to put it goalward. Nunn's header finds Harrington. Toriani's switch finds Harrington. Harrington's touch not good enough to keep it in play. Goes out for a throw. Rodriguez nudged Toriani under the ball. Now it's a chance for Liam Bruno. Liam Bruno has a go! Thought that might have been dipping in the end. Probably the way he hit it with the sort of instep took it away from the post towards the corner flag rather than into the back of the net. Campbelltown with a little snapshot there. Just letting FK Beograd know that they're still able to cause some havoc in attack as well. Trimboli headed it down for Nyonkuru. Nyonkuru gets past Mullen. Mullen has to let him go. He might have picked up a ticket there. Here's Baselli. Lorenzo Baselli. Still Baselli. Straight at the goalkeeper though. Campbelltown through Milanese. Had the feet of Marino as an option, didn't use it, and that's go back to O'Doherty, who's go back to the goalkeeper. Just playing with danger there, Campbelltown. Here's Palacios. Still Palacios. Nyonkuru. Gets past a couple. Baselli. Nyonkuru made the little forward run. Baselli couldn't find the slip pass to find his in on goal. Advantage. Attempt from distance. Marino. Rusmi was backtracking. In the end, I think he's pretty happy that it was going wide because I think he might have been beaten if that was on target. The advantage was paid for the foul. Player still down behind play. Treatment will be required. So a heavy knock. The referee's advantage was another good one. He's had a pretty good start to this one, Turner. While we've got this stoppage in play, Comets 0, Metro Stars 1 into additional time. Comets thought they'd had won a penalty. The referee for that one, Curtis Wordsworth, blew his whistle, pulled a yellow card out and said simulation. So bit of drama there. Comets, if they lose that and this game remains 0-0, would be relegated tonight. In fact, despite this result, they will be relegated if that result stays 1-0 to Metro Stars. The point gap is 7 between Comets and Campbelltown. So not long left for Comets to try and salvage their status in the National Premier League here in South Australia. Pass from Nunn. Can't find Harrington. Goes out for a throw-in on the far side. 10 minutes to play here in the first half between FK Beograd, who are the away team, looking to cement their position inside the top 6 guaranteed finals, but they will be looking to finish inside that top 4. Turned over, Nyonkuru. Here's Adam Piscineri. Has the run of Marino, goes himself. Piscineri forced Rusmir into the save. Can only push it away for a corner. So Campbelltown with a chance to get Elsie and Mullen into the box now. Corner to be swung in. Instead it's clipped into the back post. Sort of looking for Mullen. In the end, Elsie's little header was looking for Mullen as well, and Mullen's shot was over the crossbar. New ball required. I think that one's gone over into the housing behind the goals. Campbelltown with a little bit of a press here. Konstantopoulos flicks it over. Trimboli tries to find Konstantopoulos on the return pass. Milanese has to clear. Toriani, his clearance only as far as Piscineri. We'll have another chance here, Toriani. This time he finds Konstantopoulos. Konstantopoulos tries to flick it on. Late challenge by Nyonkuru. This time the yellow card does come out. Another late challenge by Nyonkuru. This one is on the fullback, Milanese. Into the 5th minute of added time down at Ellis Park. Comets 0, Metro Stars 1. Campbelltown with a free kick here. Approaching the 40th minute of play in the first half. Rodriguez clips into the back post again. Mullen has a run at it. Can't make any contact with the ball. Toriani will pick it up. Finds the countryman, Boselli. Boselli does very well in those tight areas. Now Konstantopoulos, who's onside. Oh, that's a... Sorry to say, but that's a... I don't think that was anywhere near offside for Konstantopoulos. The referee not happy with where the ball was played from. So full time down at Ellis Park. Adelaide Comets have been relegated tonight. Campbelltown City are safe. I'm sure the mood will change very quickly around here at Steve Woodcock. Campbelltown City no longer in that battle for relegation. Comets have lost to Metro Stars tonight, meaning they can only pick up a maximum of 6 points. And they are 7 points adrift of Campbelltown. So the two teams going down for 2026 will be Para Hills and Adelaide Comets. Marino's ball, can't find the run of Maury. Rodriguez, Piscineri. Campbelltown with a little spell of possession here. Here's Adam Piscineri. Finds Milanese. Elsie finds Rodriguez. Rodriguez clips this ball in. Rusmir comes, punches strongly. Trimboli. Not sure if he won the header, but the ball went forward. Only as far as Piscineri. Alex Mullen shifts the ball over to Jordan Elsie on the near side. And as he looks inside, Constantopoulos done well to block the passing lane there, force the ball back. It's all the way back with the goalkeeper now. Foul there from Baselli. Rodriguez plays the ball quickly. Here's O'Doherty. Fujinami makes the run forward. Rodriguez. Campbelltown just happy to keep possession again. Mori presents and plays it out to Piscineri. Pressure via Nyonkuru. Piscineri probably quite relieved to see that one go out for a Campbelltown throw. Alex Mullen absolutely furious with something he's seen out, well, not seen out there, probably seen something right under his nose. Really expressing himself out there. Probably the leadership that they've lacked in his absence throughout the season. Rodriguez. Liam Bruno. Cuts inside. Plays it to Mullen. Alex Mullen might have a go from distance here. Alex Mullen goes low. Picked up now by Palacios for FK Beograd. Couple of minutes of normal time to play here in the first half. On the One World LNS Portal scoreboard. Campbelltown City 0, FK Beograd 0. Half time approaching. Beograd, their turn for a spell of possession. Campbelltown did well to nullify the amount of possession that Beograd were having for the last 5 or 10 minutes. Falco look for the run of Constantopoulos. Ball's just going to eventually go out. Natsiopoulos plays it to Toriani. Baselli. Piscineri wins it off Baselli. Baselli wins it back off Piscineri. Natsiopoulos plays it forward. Sorry, moves the ball forward with his feet rather than plays it forward. Looks for the runners inside. Natsiopoulos wins the free kick. Campbelltown not too happy with that decision. Beograd again with possession. The fourth game of the night has kicked off at Jack Smith Park between West Torrens McCullough and West Adelaide. Run from Baselli, timed well, gets to the byline, cuts it back, Trimboli gets there. Can't find the target, and that one's into the grandstand as well. Again, on multiple occasions, Beograd just able to get forward a little bit too easy. If you compare it to what Campbelltown's having to do, they're having to work really hard to get forward and find pockets of space. Beograd doing it at will when they just make a little shift here and there. Trimboli nearly gets there. A couple of flick-ons. Rodriguez, Marino. Rodriguez can't find Maury. Maury just wanted it played a little bit in front of him to his feet. Rodriguez probably could have took a touch and then played it. He had that much space and time. Natsiopoulos, the run from Falco, denied that time. Boselli. That time, Falco does pick it up at his feet. Boselli tried to play down line. Constopoulos turns it over. O'Doherty. Natsiopoulos wins it back. O'Doherty goes flying in. A couple of little conversations being had with the referee out there. Campbelltown felt that, yes, O'Doherty jumped into the challenge, but there was no contact, which there probably wasn't. And then I think it was Pictionary asking for the handball free kick because Natsiopoulos grabbed it with his hands. So just the 2 minutes added on by the referee brings us to half-time here at Steve Woodcock, where Campbelltown City and FK Beograd go into half-time locked at 0-0. As I mentioned a little bit earlier on, Adelaide Comets were relegated after losing to Bentro Stars, meaning the points gap is 7 between them and Campbelltown. So Campbelltown City are safe, and I'm sure news will filter through eventually, if not very soon, that they don't have to go out there and overdo it tonight, because I know there's a couple of players probably underdone and have been struggling throughout the season. The other two games, the other one has just gone to half-time. That's Adelaide City 0, Playford 0, and West Trans-Bacalla versus West Adelaide is in the 18th minute. And we'll get back to those scenarios when we come back for the second half here. But it's half-time, Campbelltown 0, FK Beograd 0.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Introducing Carl's Jr. Star Boxes for taste and value that's out of this world. Choose a tasty ranch, original, Santa Fe or barbecue double cheeseburger and grab a small fries, all for only $6.95. Carl's Jr. Eat like you mean it.
Hop in.
Where are we going?
There are so many career paths with SAPOL, from operations to CSI. You can walk the beat or work somewhere a little quieter. If you want to make a difference, there's a career at SAPOL for you.
Hey, it's gonna be all right.
Call up the search.
Find where you belong in blue. Search SAPOL Careers.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Playing the ball out now to his right back,
Busy now. Satira overlapping run. Cittadini struck it well, and he's made it 2-0. Michael Cittadini with a fine right-footed strike. Great play by Satira as well to leave the ball for his.
Plays it short. Atkinson goes low. Atkinson and finds the bottom corner, and there's the goal, the opening goal. Daniel Atkinson.
To internationalist Jared Clark. But Metrostar still have it. Here they come again. Cittadini on his left. Clever. Cuts it back to Gow. And that's Hamish Gow-tastic for 1-0. What a finish. And that'll spark some life into this game.
I think the people involved, you get to meet a lot of people in football, and that's just one of the great things. Not only is the sport great, but the people involved. So fellow referees, players, coaches, even fans. I love officiating because it keeps me involved in football. I was a player, but I don't reckon I could cut it out there anymore, at least at any decent level. But as a referee, I get to be involved in higher levels of football. Keeps me involved, keeps me fit, and is great fun. I think I have a moment of this is why I do this every week. It's always good fun to get out there, and there are tough moments, but being resilient and succeeding, even just in the little things throughout a match. I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn, and as a referee you'll surely come across a lot of them, and I certainly have. I reckon give it a go. You will face challenges, but that's a part of it, and I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn.
Got an injury on the weekend? Our walk-in sports injury clinic is open Saturdays and Sundays to support you. Located ground floor, Calvary Adelaide Hospital, Wakefield Sports and Exercise Medicine Clinic is keeping you moving.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings. Tom Wren for sport. Jade Robran on the scene as it happens. Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide. Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local, and only on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
We are unbelievably proud to announce today a partnership with Variety, the children's charity, which will result in a scholarship fund for children within the state who are in need of help to participate in the game. The total amount of the fund is going to be $100,000, which is a significant amount, but it's going to support young children access football in the state.
One of the many trademarks that Variety has really is about inclusion and joy and community. And this scholarship partnership speaks to all of that. It allows children to be involved. It allows children from a community program to be involved across all communities. And above all, will provide them with a great sense of joy.
There'll be 3 tiers of scholarships. One of those is a participation scholarship up to $2,000. There will be 2 grants provided for pathway program players up to $5,000, and Tier 3 will be an inclusion scholarship between $500 and $1,000 to support young kids under the age of 18 whose families need support to access the game. We think it's a really important project that we've been working on for a period of time. Variety are an amazing charity. They provide so much support to the local community, the partnership's been made with Variety and Football South Australia contributing equally to the fund to the tune of a total amount of $100,000. We think it's an exciting development for the game in the state, and it's with great pride that we announce that today.
Still in the box, and it's another goal!
welcome back for the second half here at Steve Woodcock. Campbelltown City, FK Beograd locked at 0-0 at the break. Campbelltown will kick things off to start the second half. Before that happens, West Torrens Picala versus West Adelaide. 33 minutes played there. West Torrens Picala have taken a 1-0 lead. And that's a cheeky little effort from Mark Marino to kick things off here. Almost gave Campbelltown City a 1-0 lead. So if you missed it just before the break, the earlier game concluded, which was Comets 0, Metro Stars 1, meaning Adelaide Comets joined Para Hills in being relegated to State League 1. Campbelltown City were in that little battle probably about 45 minutes ago. No longer need to worry if you're a Campbelltown City supporter. You're safe. Toriani. There's this goalkeeper in that little patch of dirt there, bobbled up. Brought down by Falco, now Nyamkuru. Trimboli. Couldn't get the ball back to Nyamkuru. Trimboli's gone to ground, but Campbelltown City win the free kick. There has been a change made at half-time by Campbelltown City. Number 14, Adam Pishjaneri, has come off, or gone off, or stayed off, however you want to put it. And on came number 12, Liam DeCorso. He restarts play from that free kick. Campbelltown give possession away. Here's Konstantopoulos, Palacis, Baselli, Lorenzo Baselli to the back post. Konstantopoulos looked to have been maybe impeded at the very minimum there. Goal kick though for Campbelltown. Game also has just restarted in the second half. Adelaide City at home to Playford, that is 0-0. Baselli wins the header. Palacis may have thought Trimboldi was making the run, not to be though. Campbelltown play their way out of a little bit of trouble there. Elsie finds Rodriguez. Rodriguez a little flick inside. Lost his footing though. Toriani picks the ball up. Harrington back to Dunn. Toriani with some space to pick the ball up and drive into. Konstantopoulos. And then as he wears him like a glove for now, Konstantopoulos gets away, gets a little bit of space, plays it to Harrington. Harrington's got Palacis. Drops the shoulder, gets past one. Dribbled into a bit of a corner. Fortunately wins a corner for his team. Will take the corner again for FK Beograd. First couple of corners were very teasing. That's another great delivery. Comes off Trimboli. Trimboli tried to flick that one. Goalwood goes out for a goal kick. So as things stand currently, I mentioned what's happened at the bottom of the table. Campbelltown safe regardless of results for tonight and next week. Whilst at the top, West Torrens-Pacalla with that 1-0 advantage over West Adelaide. And Adelaide City currently drawing with Playford. Ariani goes long, looks for Constantopoulos, finds him. Early ball, Trimboli, ball goes past him. Clearance will find Marino. Marino in turn will find Liam Bruno. And Bruno goes back to Mullen. Corso. Doherty's ball forward ends up 50-50, which Harrington wins. So, as I was mentioning, West Torrens-Pacalla being 1-0 up. Adelaide City 0-0 with Playford means Torrens-Pacalla, West Torrens-Pacalla go top of the table with 44 points with the live ladder. Adelaide City second on 43 points. Great ball, Marino! Fantastically timed run. Mark Marino in round 21 opens his account for the season. As I mentioned, hasn't had the best of seasons or much luck with injury and fitness, but I guess that just proves that when he does get a chance, he can still tuck him away. Campbelltown City, maybe it's their turn to throw a spanner in the works in terms of where everyone finishes after round 22, because West Torrens-Pacalla were the ones chasing that top 4 finish. So Campbelltown City through Mark Marino take the lead here at home. It's their final home game of the season. Next week they travel away to Sturt, which will conclude their 2026 RAA NPL season. So last chance for them to put on a bit of a show here, maybe in the second half at home. West Torrens-Pacalla now with doing the chasing, which they've found themselves having to do in the past few weeks. And it kind of brings the best out in them. Natsiopoulos together, Corso, Doherty. Harrington will end up with it, goes back to Nunn. Milanese's header finds Mori. De Corso. Campbelltown City looking for number 2 here now. Mori's pass couldn't find the overlapping run of Milanese. Now it's Beograd's turn to get forward. Constantopoulos. Trimboli puts it into the path of his own. Boselli now in the middle of the park with some space. Lorenzo Boselli. In the end, it's going to end up with Centofani, who doesn't pick it up. And Beograd don't really attempt to put any pressure on him, so Campbelltown bench just urging Centofani to put the ball out. Seems to be an injury here for Vinny Milanese. Alessio Melissi, number 22, being readied on the sideline here. Strange that the referee allowed NPLSA to walk all the way from the opposite side and just trot off on this near side. Thought the new rules were that you go off on the nearest touchline. Now Melissi makes his way over to the far side. Elsie finds Marina, who turns in the middle of the park. Fujinami. Back to Mullen. Rodriguez and Marino link up now in the middle of the park. Now it's Melissi who's just come onto the park. Got Mori. Josh Mori. Clips one in. Mori. Toriani had to win the header. Late challenge. Porcelli was the one making the challenge. Fujinami was the one coming in, had the shot. There was contact there, but whether it was enough to warrant a penalty, I'm not sure. The referee was close enough to have his own opinion, didn't need to look over at the linesman. Trimboli's just gone down, probably just out of screen, which is sent Beograd's bench down to warm up, and now they've come back in a little bit of a hurry. So a couple of changes probably imminent here. For Beograd, that is. Campbelltown City have just taken complete control since going 1-0 up. De Corso. Mullen now. Fujinami makes the run. Mullen uses him. Harrington has to track back. Both players, that was an interesting one. Harrington actually won the ball there, so not too sure about that one. I think Harrington sort of stopped in his tracks, and Fujinami went to head of the ball past him and actually headed the ball into Harrington and then went to ground. Wasn't a whole lot of illegal contact, if you ask me. Fujinami stayed down to make the most of it, that's for sure. Beograd just asking for a little bit more of an explanation. And while we have this little stoppage in play, I can tell you that West Torrens-Bacalla have taken a 2-0 lead on the stroke of half-time down at Jack Smith Park. And it's George Blackwood with both goals for Bacalla, taking his tally to a massive 21 for the season. And if you not the best mathematician, you could still work out that that's a pretty decent effort. That's 1 goal a game up to this point. Did have a big haul against Para Hills a few weeks ago. Anyways, Campbelltown City. O'Doherty over this free kick. O'Doherty clips it to the back post. Mullen was there. Got the initial header, which probably was heading on target. I think Toriani was the one that put his body between the goalpost and the ball in the end to deflect it out for a corner. Campbelltown City with a corner now. Can they double the lead? Can they make this really an uphill battle for Beograd? Sealy's clearance. Falls. A couple of Campbelltown players looking to put their foot through that and have a shot, I reckon. They each got in each other's way, and they end up with the ball, though. Fujinami back to Santafanti, the goalkeeper. Liam Bruno wins the header. Harrington on that yellow card's got to be careful here. Liam Bruno does enough not to give the free kick away, but enough to force Harrington to shield it out for a goal kick. Here come those couple of changes I mentioned a few moments ago. Harrington on the yellow makes way, as does Palacis. So a like for like with Harrington and Orchard. And Atkinson, the other one to come on. Atkinson having a really good back end of the season. Scored the 5 goals. Most of those have come in the second half of the season. Orchard, who was away and out of the team for a week or two. Play restarts. Here's Massimo Falco, Nyunkuru, Natsiopoulos plays it out wide to Nunn. Here is Orchard's first touch of the ball. Misses his intended target, but finds Captain Natsiopoulos. And Donny Natsiopoulos looks to find Trimboli. Trimboli inside the 18-yard box. Still Trimboli. Trimboli's shot come cross. I think they may have come off the post. From up here, it's hard to tell, but if it wasn't the goalkeeper's hand, it must have been the post. Unless the ball was already out of play. Either way, it's a goal kick for Campbelltown. Natsiopoulos wins the header. Trimboli brings it down. He's got Konstantopoulos making a run. Here's Jason Konstantopoulos into the box. Jason Konstantopoulos. Oh, great goal line clearance by Kenya Fujinami. Konstantopoulos bearing down, had the keeper beaten. Even had Atkinson coming in at the back post to maybe tap it home if need be, but Fujinami did very well. Keeps the scoreline at 1-0 for Campbelltown. Now maybe a chance to counter-attack for Campbelltown. Atkinson does well to track back the window on off Marino. Pacelli gives chase. And Bruno shields it out for a goal kick. Doherty and DeCorso link up, and Doherty's in some space. Now he finds Maury in even more space. Runs at Falco. Josh Maury onto the right foot. A little bit of a slip. Still Josh Maury. Shot on target. Straight at the goalkeeper. Toriani looks to have done a hamstring with that pass. Struggling. Back running now. That did not look good initially for Toriani. Looked like he clutched straight at the hamstring. Still in a little bit of discomfort. Pacelli's pass couldn't find Atkinson's feet. That goes out for a goal kick. Toriani definitely stretching that right hamstring or Something around about that knee to hamstring region. Fiarco wins a header, Nyankuru. I think Mullen may have tackled his own player there. Still Mullen. Turns it over. Here's Trimboli. Anthony Trimboli. Just gets into the box. Overdoes it a little bit there, Trimboli. Might have just had to have hit that on the left foot when he first got past Elsie. Another substitution here for FK Beograd. Coming off. Is Nyankuru. Replaced by former Campbelltown player Brandon Santafanti. Here's Cooper Nunn going for a little run. Selly fouls Mullen. Campbelltown turn it over in a dangerous position. Here's Baselli. He turns it back over the other way. Mullen with the ball. Rodriguez. Marino, and then he turns it back over. Konstantopoulos now. Atkinson was just caught on his heels there. Konstantopoulos has to chase his own ball, really. As a slight bit of rain threatens to fall here. The ball's clipped in. Trimboli! A little bit more spectacular than what it actually was. In the end, it ends up at the cornflake. It does end up at the cornflake. Baselli rescues that one for Beograd. Liam Bruno. Still Baselli and Liam Bruno go at it. Referee says play on. Into the middle of the park, De Corso. Elsie now back to the goalkeeper, Santafanti. Beograd really ramping up the pressure here, but that time Santafanti was a little bit off with that press. The fresh legs were a little bit out of whack. And Bruno turns it over. Soriani picks it up. Making the run is Trimboli. Anthony Trimboli! Smothered, still Trimboli. Went to go himself, really didn't have many other options. He looked up and just seen 5 red shirts in front of him. And Santafanti, the goalkeeper variety, has gone down just off the field of play here. May have took a little knock with that initial save of the Trimboli shot. Goalkeeper still down. Not even on the field of play. He's off the field of play. Back to his feet now. Substitutions will be made for Campbelltown with this stoppage now. Harrison Conant is one of the players to come on. As is Julian Laleggio. Off comes Liam Bruno and Marino. Mike Marino, the owner of the goal scored tonight for Campbelltown City. They lead by that that Marino goal. Long throw. Fujinami. Orchard gets ahead of Conant out for a throw. As the rain just starts to trickle down very lightly. But if you... Well, that's a great little ball over the top. Konstantopoulos couldn't get there before Melissi. Elsie clears. And what I was about to say was if you've been in South Australia anytime soon, you'll know that a little bit of rain goes to a lot of rain very quickly recently. Laleggio plays it through the middle. Here's Rodriguez. 20 minutes to play here. Laleggio links up with Rodriguez. Rodriguez has a go on goal. Forces Uzmir into a save and wins a corner. Mark Marino takes the opportunity to sign a few signatures down here for the juniors that have stuck around to watch the game tonight. Doherty will deliver the corner. Goes deep. Mullen and Elsie are there. Gets past both. Elsie will pick it up though. Clip back in. Can't beat the first man. Here's Natsiopoulos. Puts it in the path of Atkinson. Atkinson gets to the byline. Fujinami slides in with the ball, goes out for a corner for FK Beograd. Konstantopoulos to take. His corners have been pretty good tonight. Can he put this one into a spot for someone to run onto? That one's not his best. That's definitely an understatement there. Laleggio. Orchard. Santafanti. Plays that one forward looking for either Konstantopoulos or Baselli. Fujinami puts it out for a throw. Adelaide City still 0-0 with Playford. Just over 15 to play there as well. Very similar times to this one here. The other game at Jack Smith Park, the later kickoff is about to start the second half, where a George Blackwood double gives West Torrens Bacalla a 2-0 lead and top spot if Adelaide City fail to win. Far side, ball in. Orchard's there. Does that come off of a hand? Certainly made a pretty big thud. Wherever it came off of, could hear it from up here. Conant wins it. Laleggio puts it back into the path of Conant. Natsiopoulos slide tackle to perfection. Santafanti. Falco. Gimboli. Konstantopoulos. Natsiopoulos will pick this one up now. Out to Cooper Nunn. Mullen does very well, puts himself between the player and the ball. And then kicks the ball away himself, Alex Mellon, just to waste a bit of time. The referee straight onto that. Centofanti will take the free kick to restart play again. Gives Trimboli one to chase. Elsey wraps his arms around Trimboli. Trimboli goes to ground. There might be a card coming out here for Elsey. It is a yellow card for Jordan Elsey. Free kick in a dangerous position for FK Beograd. 15 minutes to play here. Jason Konstantopoulos over the ball. Will he go direct? Will he try to pick someone out? Baselli, top of the box. Lorenzo Baselli. Sat not too bad for him. May have took a little bit of a bobble as he hit it. I think his main focus is with getting it on target rather than trying to find any power. And in the end, it was pretty safe for Centofanti to gobble up there. Atkinson seems to have given away a foul. And that's what the referee has adjudged as well. And once again, Centofanti will restart play via his foot. Doesn't get much on that. Falls short from where it was probably going to go. Rodriguez ends up with it. Conant. Fujinami makes the run. Conant cuts inside. Corner kick for Campbelltown again. Another difficult decision for the referee to make. Rodriguez delivers, clips it in, Mullen attacks. Couldn't win the header. No significant contact anyways to worry the goalkeeper. Rodriguez, his header falls, Laleggio. Toriani has to get a foot in. Another corner for Campbelltown City. Second here for Campbelltown will surely wrap up the 3 points and end their season on a high here at home tonight. So there'll be another change made. Marisic comes on, Elsey comes off. Quite rare that you do see Elsey and Co come off even with the game so tight, so maybe a little bit of an injury there. Rodriguez delivers again, deep. Mullen the target again. Couldn't get a hold of that one again, Mullen. Turned over in a dangerous position. Falco puts it into the path of Konstantopoulos. Konstantopoulos gets there. Santafanti comes and headers away. O'Doherty through the middle of the park. Wins a free kick again. Beograd making another change here. Coming off Massimo Falco. Replaced by Zach Kosic. Again, the free kick falls short. Oh, Rusmir come to claim and almost left the ball behind. In the end, Beograd will come away with it through none. Ball goes out for a throw in. West Torrens Bacalla have taken a 3-0 lead over West Adelaide at home. Adelaide City still 0-0 with Blayford in the closing stages there as we are here. Campbelltown City 1, Beograd 0. Toriani. Still Toriani. Now it's Boselli. What can he do? Tries to cut inside. Ulysses' clearance doesn't go far enough. Here's Konstantopoulos. Konstantopoulos' crosses over Trimboli's head into the hands of Santafanti. Santafanti getting the referee count down to 1 there. Kosic gives away the free kick. And this stoppage in play gives me the chance to tell you that Adelaide City has taken a 1-0 lead over Playford and goes back to the top of the RAMPL. Despite West Torrens Bacalla being 3-0 up. So that would mean, if results stay as they are, even though Metro Stars did win earlier, an Adelaide City win would put them back to top and have Metro Stars having to try and chase down only West Torrens Bacalla next weekend for that second spot. Free kick for Beograd here. Konstantopoulos stands over it again. Beograd running out of time to get anything out of this game. Again, Konstantopoulos. That same routine to Boselli. Boselli scuffs the shot again. And Campbelltown with a chance to open up here. It's 4v2 at the moment. Conant, Laleggio plays it through. Laleggio has a go. Great stop by Rusmir from close range. Had Rodriguez at the top of the box. Also had Maury probably ready to pounce on the 6-yard box. Chose to go himself. In the end, it was a good save by Rusmir, the goalkeeper. Rodriguez to take the corner. Flips it in. Headed by Maricic. Rusmir goes long. Trimboli in a 1v3. Here's O'Doherty. Might have a go from distance. He does. Rusmir watches that one sail over the crossbar. Jordan Elsey copying a little bit of friendly grief from his own fans here. He's got some ice on the shoulder, hence probably why he came off not too long ago. Calling him soft. Not too sure about that. Conant dribbles it out of play. Takes the ball with him. 5 minutes to play of normal time here. Beograd would really want to take at least a point out of this. Currently with 0 points. Campbelltown currently finishing their season with a win at home at the very least. You know, it's Josh Murray. Puts it into the path of Aleggio again. Cuts inside. None does well. Orchard will clear. Fujinami goes to ground. Boselli finds Atkinson. Mullen comes across very, very strongly. Wins the ball. And now it goes the other way. And Boselli leaves the foot in on O'Doherty. He's going to pick up a yellow card. Trimboli has a little bit to say to the referee as well. Alex Mullen will eventually get up and step up to take this free kick. Mullen really milking the clock there. Conant off his chest and out of play. This times McCullough have gone 4-0 up over West Adelaide. Here's Rodriguez. Can he find his second goal in a Campbelltown City shirt? Or can Murray find a goal? Josh Murray onto the left foot. Deflection. Great save again by Rusmir. Rodriguez will take the corner from the far side this time. Rusmir comes, punches again. None will have to go. Wins it ahead of Conant. Now it's Trimboli. Trimboli in space is Kosic. Is he going to get there before Melissi? No, he's not. Melissi does well. Now Josh Murray. Josh Murray. 11 goals for the season. Can he find number 12 here? Brought to a little bit of a halt. Thought he was going to get a bit of momentum, and Cuddy then hit it on his right foot there. De Corso. This time he finds Murray. Josh Murray! Is this number 12? Josh Murray finds that 12th goal of the season. He's going to pick up a yellow ticket as well for the celebration. But Campbelltown City make the points safe here in their final game at home for the season. And FK Beograd are out on their feet. They were probably the better team in the first 45, only just, but they probably were. But this second half has belonged to Campbelltown City. at home in front of their supporters. There is the yellow ticket for Josh Murray for the celebration, but he caps off his final home game with a goal for the season, that is. Campbelltown City 2, Beograd 0. As we are now into additional time. You wouldn't think Beograd can pull this one out the fire this week. Late free kick though on the edge of the box. Baselli goes to ground. Mullen picks up the yellow card this time. Before this free kick's taken, West Adelaide have pulled one back at Jack Smith Park through Maxim Ivanic. He goes to 14 and outright second on the goal tally. George Blackwood with a double tonight down there goes to 21 at the top. Toriani's going to step over this one. Marco Toriani for FK Beograd. Gets it up and over the wall, but not on target. If it was on target, I'm pretty sure it would have found the back of the net. The goalkeeper was nowhere near it. Into the 93rd minute now here at Steve Woodcock. Campbelltown City on that One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. 2-0 to the good. Fujinami clears. Orchard's having his shirt pulled. No free kick. Maybe an advantage. That's Siopoulos. Puts that one into the path of Kosic to chase. Melissi does well, gets a foot in, clears, and out for a throw in. So as things stand, FK Beograd on 33 points. Currently sit fourth. Playford losing to Adelaide City 1-0 at the moment. That's in stoppage time as well. In fifth on 32. So Beograd, like I said, can't finish any lower than sixth, but can finish as high as fourth. But this result really puts a little bit of a dampener on that. Both players go in hard there, O'Doherty and Orchard. FK Beograd go back home next week and they will face the top of the table Adelaide City. Campbelltown City will finish the season away to Sturt next weekend at Carigna. Rodriguez. Late little bit of fancy feet there from him. De Corso. O'Doherty. Here's Conant. Gets to the byline. Clips one in. None clears. Fujinami puts it back in. La Leggio was there. Completely missed the header though. Out for a goal kick. And the referee looks at the watch. Played the 4 into the 5th now. Well into the 5th. We're also into the 5th minute of added time down at Adelaide City Park, so without any late changes to any scores, it's all going to go down to next week between two teams for the top spot. Atkinson. Oh, that's a great goal. Is that over the line? Not sure. Triboli got a foot to it. Referee looked, and they have comms tonight, so would have heard, but not to be. Not to be Beograd's night. And that really sums it up, doesn't it? They could have gone off the underside and in, but didn't. So as I was saying, without any late drama, Adelaide City would remain at the top with their victory. Akala second, Metro Stars in third. Beograd sit fourth for now, with other games to come tomorrow. Here's Campbelltown looking for a third to finish things off. O'Doherty, still O'Doherty, wins a corner. Can confirm full time at Adelaide City Park. So Adelaide City have won 1-0 at home, meaning they will finish in the top two. And that is full time here at Steve Woodcock for the last Campbelltown City home game of the season. They have come away with a 2-0 victory thanks to goals from Mark Marino and Josh Morrie. So another little spanner in FK Beograd's season. I mentioned earlier they've cup winners earlier on, played in the Australia Cup and were eliminated from that. In terms of the league, their form is a little bit off going into the back end of the season. And suffering a 2-0 defeat here to Campbelltown, who not only won tonight, but were safe a little bit ago when Comets lost at home to Metro Stars. But that is full time here in this fixture between Campbelltown City and FK Beograd. The final score, Campbelltown City 2, FK Beograd 0. And we will see you next week for round 22 action, the final round, which in regards to relegation, there will be no battle or no late drama, but at the top of the table and in the top 6 there will be possible drama with two teams locked, or not locked away at the same points, but 1 point splitting them, whilst for the teams in 4th, 5th and 6th, they can all finish in each other's spots pretty much. So a lot to play for there next weekend. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Again, full-time scores. Campbelltown 2, FK Beograd 0.
Postcode for